Okay, so welcome to the stream. Hopefully this one's going to work okay. I have I've updated some settings in my streaming software, as you do, at least how I do. And I've got a new mic to try and improve the sound quality. And hopefully that's going to work. So I've done some testing, and as much as I can. And so unfortunately, we've got to test some of these things live, see if they're going to work. So as I pour myself coffee, I've also just adjusted where I've put the camera. Let's just move this out the way. Great thing about this mic that I've got is it's got a huge cord, 6 meters, so it enables me to sort of walk around the studio a bit, which is really helpful. And oh, no boring training. Fantastic. So I just have because of the type of, hey Adam, because of the type of software I have, or the stream I've chosen HLS for streaming to YouTube rather than RTMP, which all that means is there's a bit of a lag. Sometimes it can be a minute between the time you type something and the time that I respond, so I apologise for that. The microphone is let's just unclip that so you can see. Oop, there you go. It's called a Boya M1. M1 something, or is it MY? I don't know. The box is in the bin, and I'm not gonna go busking in the bin on my stream. Instead, I'm gonna wrap my freezing hands around this hot cup of coffee and just thaw them out for a sec while I get ready to start painting. Lovely to have you here, by the way, Adam. So for those who don't know, no boring training. Adam Specht, and I have another channel called Catch On, and on that channel it's my business channel, and I talk about strategic things. So I've got a 5-part series I've been doing with Adam on trading as a strategy. So to enjoy when I end up talking about business, then I totally recommend you go and check out what Adam has to say about trading as a strategy. Oh, first coffee of the day. Fantastic. Now I said this is a really long cable. It needs to be, because I've just got to wander around, grab something from over here. Actually, I will look in the bin while I'm passing Adam. It's the Boya BY M1, and it's powered by a little battery. You can plug it into a smartphone, your camera, or Or your PC, which I did. Plugged it into my PC. And that gives it the power for the microphone. In testing it, I did notice it cut out a couple of times. So I'm going to start recording on with my camera now. Got another recording. Right, what are we doing today? Got make sure I can do an emote back. Oh, love heart, everyone who has a chat. Okay, so we're working on skin. That's what we're doing. On dancers and their skin. So specifically, Milady's skin. Skin is an amazing substance, and no two areas are the same. My wife and I know this really well because she's about to have a skin graft. That's really unpleasant. And unfortunately, they never match up. Eye on that chat. Normally I'd bring the chat window up into the screen, but I'm having some issues with the chat window at the moment. Fix that. Just have to have separate. Rightio. Want to just sorry, an eye on that mic to make sure it doesn't die on me. It looks like it's working okay. So I'm just going to come up real close and just stare at her face in my photo. Now, last week I was chasing orange. That's what I was doing. And I decided the orcs, isn't it? He's got a thumb coming down here. Got yep. So we're just going to block in skin. And she's got quite a lacy back. Might just need to do a little bit of drawing to finish that off. Need is a grey pencil. No. Carmine. So up. print. Coming. Is my wife in the background. It says bonjour. Oh, thanks, Adam. The mic sounds solid. Great. Previously, I used my boom mic, and don't want to get into technical discussions. The boom mic was sort of a little bit further away from my face, and I was a bit worried it wasn't picking me up as well as I'd like. If you don't have good audio, then it's a pretty impossible thing to watch. It's sort of a filigree, which I may try and capture. That's right. I will just some of this orange tone in, and we're going to knock this back later. Just need to scratch some of her skin through the lace. The bigger one here. So looking forward to doing some recording with Adam this week. And one of my usual problems happens where the camera that I'm filming this from, which is my little Sony CX405, which is a webcam. Anyway, I had the files stored on the SD card, and when I was doing my testing, so I had done a recording with Adam, and as I was doing I hadn't transferred them to my PC, and I kept thinking, oh, I must do that. And I'd recorded, I'd been doing some testing for this mic. And I saw the folder with the files in it, and I checked it on my PC. It said it was empty, and I went, oh, okay, well, I'll just delete that. It was actually just Windows lying to me. Files were there, it just couldn't read them while it was transferring the other ones. Difficult story made short. I deleted all my footage. That was bad. I don't like it when that happens. Interesting fold. Skin. Come up and meet his hand. You probably can't see right now. okay. It'll make sense later. It's a nice bit of light and dark going on. Hopefully I'll be able to capture that bold skin. Well, your arm, really. So last night, we all went to see. It was called the. I think it was called the Light Trail. It was in Botanical Gardens in Wellington City. It was an amazing laser light and LED light show. Right through the Botanical Gardens, and the Wellington Botanical Gardens are built on a hillside. It's quite an effort to walk up and down them. My calf muscles were screaming on the way back to the car. Anyway, they've sort of done an earth, fire, wind, water theme, and the lights were just amazing. There was a spot where we were standing, and these little tiny streams of light were coming down. It was like standing in a shower, not of rain but of light. It was just amazing. Blew our minds. That was quite inspirational. Of course, the wonderful thing about pastels is someone once said, "You're painting with light." It was a lovely way to describe pastel painting. Painting with light. So it doesn't matter that the orange that you see me putting on at the moment has got no, you go, "Oh, that's not real." But pastel's made up of many different layers of colours, and I like to just do it one layer at a time. At least initially. And for all sorts of reasons. One is that it keeps these things reasonably clean, the applicators, because you're not constantly switching out colours. And in the end, I'm doing a painting. I'm not doing a photo. Really a fantastic photo by Pre-Illumination. Seth took this one. So my job is to build on his vision. Up with a painting. So to any viewers who are jumping in, I'm doing a pan pastel painting. Currently just banging away with this, turn the light off so you can see the colour properly. Here we go. When I've got the lights on, you can't really tell what I'm doing, but that's the orange colour. Yep, just a bit of white balance. It'll sort itself out in a sec. I need the light on to, apart from seeing what I'm doing, it's quite white though. I'll just leave it as it is for now. So pan pastel, vastly underrated medium. Pastel in itself is a vastly underrated medium. There's a bit of fragility to pastel, and there's ways to ensure that you don't have problems with it. But for instance, when storing a pastel painting, you never store it face down because the gravity will suck the pastel dust off. There's not a lot of dust. You won't see a lot of dust from pan pastels drifting off. Cheap pastels are very dusty. They're full of chalk, but these are full of pigment. So won't drift around as much. Just blocking in, working my way around the painting, finding her muscles, the skeleton. I understand how it's put together. Then as I finish off the orange, I'll be coming in with some lighter colours and greens and yellows for her skin, which is partly to do with the lighting. She's actually very green under these lights. He's come out, his face red and green. A lot of green in their hair as well. It's going to be a challenge. This bicep, tricep, I know. It's not bicep. Bicep's down here. Just load up on some creative juice. Right. That's enough orange for the moment. Yes, that's enough orange for the moment. Some other colours going. Ochre. Quite a bit of red. Bouquet. Yeah. All that. The ochre. Dark ochre I was trying to put down, but a bit too subtle. Clean up my hands and something. Right, yeah, green. Now I'm looking for another green. Got phthalo. I tried the chromiums last time and that. What's this one? Permanent. Permanent green. This is going to be interesting. Into there. I might want to do a blue and a red for that dark spot. Constantly as I'm painting, reevaluating colours that I see. I think the brain just tries to shortcut. It says, well, it's just that colour, so just do that colour. You know, like in a colouring in book, just do that colour. And then you realise, in fact, it's multiple colours. Not one colour at all. Here we go. Some of that lighter. Now, last time I used orange. real good with. Each of the applicator to blend that colour, drag it across. Fall like a waterfall, light back. That's the plan. Ochre. Yellow ochre. Ochre. Fantastic. I think when I make my own pastels, which is a plan, I have one called Yoka. Some red in there. Where there's the tension on the... Oh. Get over to... I'm still doing sort of warm... A sort of a warm light. On her... Over here. I think that's going to become much colder. What a light. What I'm going to experiment with. Probably a turquoise. Why not? So I love turquoise. Now I'm just gonna yoga. To give me a map of where I'm going. The ochre works very nicely. Starting to get some depth. 3D depth going on. You have to remember that a camera takes its snapshot, its moment of reality, quite different from how your eyes see. I was taking these photos, taking photos last night in the dark, these lights. No photographer. You can see how hard a camera has to work, try and pick out lights and darks. And the human eye is just incredible. And let's take our eyes so for granted. So you don't have them. Or you try painting. Okay. Eyes are great, but my brain's telling me all the wrong things. You have to stop listening to your brain when you're painting. And pay attention to your eyes. Just let the sort of switch off. Brain just keeps telling you garbage. It keeps trying to simplify things into symbols. That's why kids draw your house. It's a square and it's got some windows and a door and a roof and a chimney and there's a tree and there's the sun. It's very symbolic. What matters is they've done mum and dad and themselves at the front and they're happy, and it's a bit that matters. But our brains keep trying to simplify things all the time because something like 2 billion bits of information going into through your eyes every second. The brain's only trying to focus on what it needs to know. Quite often it doesn't need to know a lot of stuff. Clearly with some people, brains have told them to don't need to know as much as others. Cover some happening. That I've gone too dark. The dark's in there. Clean this. That's what happens. Applicators will get clogged. They start screaming, saying, "Too much bam pastel on me. I can't cope with it all." So where are we at? We're coming in here. This is light. It's light down here. Lights. Sickly bright yellow. Actually what I'm seeing, so goes in. This is a shoulder. It's not a shoulder blade. Shoulder blade's up here. That's a shoulder blade coming down here. She's on real sort of angle, so this is his spine sort of tracking around. It's an awkward position, or maybe that's, oh, maybe his spine's running down there. I should really do some studies on what do they call it? How the body's put together. Many artists do. They can tell you exactly, they're almost like doctors. Tell you exactly what body part is where, and make great physiotherapists. Now, what I'm trying to do is feel my way around a painting. The ochre looks a lot like the orange. Not. Lots of muscles, skin tensions going on in her back. But I think, from where I am at the moment, I'm fairly happy with she's turning out. That's too light. And while we've only got sort of 8 minutes left on the stream, I'm just going to work a little bit on, we're using a phthalo blue. And we're going to deep orange in there. Purples. It's going to have reflection from her dress. Do want this to be quite dark. So we'll go for making our own purples. Shadow, and that shadow definitely becomes quite green. Moves up her arm. I've got to work out which green I want to stick with. Okay, this one is, what is this one? This is phthalo green. Extra dark. It's kind of, okay. Permanent green, extra dark. Chromium. Yeah. As I said at the start, in pastel you're painting with light. So to find your darks, just a bit of a mission times. And that's why I don't care about using black. I watched an artist, pastelist, on YouTube, and she does a lot of judging of competitions, and she was doing a demo for an artist group. They were asking her about using black, and she was like, no, it's a dead colour. No. Very emphatic. I'm like, yeah, but you use black all the time, that's how they mix colours. How you get your colours. So you either mix white or black in order to get your colour. So you can't say, no, I'm not going to use black, because you actually use it all the time. It just didn't make sense. And what I'm doing is just mixing it on the board. Got my black in there, but blues and reds, and it'll be fine. And I'm done. And I think I'm done for today. For the stream anyway. So, what will I be doing next time? I'll probably still be working on her. I'm quite happy banging away at her arm and just getting the base colours in. I know she looks extremely sort of colourful at the moment, but They're going to be blended. This is all going to be blended. And you just got to trust the process and go, yeah, that's going to work. I just got to get my lights and darks where I sort of want them. I'm trying to map out what sort of colors I like as I go. And so, plus I need to work out, I've just got to redraw the shape of her face here. So I've slapped in a thumb for him, which might just need to be up a little bit higher. I might just bring his thumb up a little bit higher and work on, do some, might just keep going on here, and then we'll have a crack at getting her dress done. That might set a nice tone for then working on him. A lot of his face is in shade. So stop this recorder. But yeah, no, I'm good. I will be back here painting away same time next week. There being no disasters. Oh look, there's suddenly a whole lot of anatomy. That's the word you want. That's the word I wanted. And hi, Cindy. So wishing you all a great week. Just joined. There'll be a replay. Yes, she does look extremely colourful, but she's actually starting to get there. I'll just turn the light off so you can see it without the studio light. So this is oh, she's shaping up okay. So I'll finish off this arm and round her back next week, and probably do his hands. I think that'll be the plan. And it's still blocking in. This painting's got a good 10-12 hours to go before it's finished. So thanks so much. Here I am standing in the dark.